Welcome back to the channel, and today I am back with the trip report after a very long time, and this time it's a transatlantic flight from Chicago O'Hare to Copenhagen. I will be flying Scandinavian Airlines on an Airbus A330. This is the first time I'm going to be flying an A330 for Scandinavian Airlines. I have flown this route before, but that was a few years ago during the COVID times and on the Airbus A350. So this is going to be a little different, but this will be even more different because it won't be the regular A330 SAS livery. It will be the 80th anniversary livery. I just found out like a few hours before this flight, and we'll see how this livery looks like because I know it's in brand new livery as the airline was made in 1946 and it's 2026. So let's see how cool this livery is. I'm looking to see if there's any historical relevance to it and to the airline, or is it just a new livery? To make this video more interesting, I need to find 10 cities in the sky, but they can't just be little towns. They have to actually be fully organized cities and that are recognized as cities. I will let you know the punishment if I don't complete it later, at the end of the video. Now let's focus back onto the trip report. Now here right now we're just arriving to our Terminal 5 at Chicago O'Hare, where our Scandinavian airline flight will be departing from. And now here we have come to the terminal and making our way to the airplane. And now here's the airplane, Scandinavian Airlines A330 and the 80th anniversary livery. It's looking very nice. So I got here about 30 minutes before boarding, so I just watched the World Cup Ivory Coast versus Ecuador game to waste my time, and then right for halftime, it was boarding. First thoughts of this seat, it looks fantastic. I mean, overall right now, I do have a bag under me, but other than that, I mean, the seat is really comfortable. And here I found this onboard Wi-Fi thing. I tried it later and it didn't really work out, but it's fine. Then I wanted to check the table, and here the table is very good sized. I really like that, and yeah, it's plenty enough room for everything. And then here, this later ended up being some cup thing. I didn't use it, it was all shaky and stuff, and I was too stupid to open it, so here I just kind of gave up and went on to the next thing. And that is, seeing how much room it is overall, very good amount of room for me. And then Scandinavian Airlines give us a free water bottle here as well. We didn't even have to pay for it, and then as you can see, I could fit other things like a charger in there. And here now they are loading the luggage and everything, and now we are soon ready for pushback and taxi. From all the way out there you could see the Willis Tower and some of downtown Chicago, but that's the main thing you could really spot out there. Still pretty far away, but you could see it. Guys, so I stumbled upon a bunch of buildings, and I was thinking this is Muskegon, but it's actually Ludington. And the best way I told is because of the airport. It's on the east side of the city, and it looks just exactly like that. So I searched up on Google, and it is counted as a city. So that's city 2 out of 10. And now guys, I found another city hopefully, and this is definitely Jackson, Michigan, because now I just looked on the maps and I found something just exactly the same. And it's this thing right here. That is a clear giveaway for Jackson, Michigan. And now let me search up if this counts as a city. And yes, it absolutely does. With the population of 160,000, it is definitely a city. And now here, literally like 5 minutes later, this is another city. And I know for a fact that this is Ann Arbor, Michigan. And yes, Ann Arbor is definitely a city. It is the 5th biggest city population-wise, I'm pretty sure, in Michigan. And if you guys want to look at the map here to see if Ann Arbor is actually what you're looking at, here it is. So yeah, we are getting amazing progress, not even an hour into this flight. And now that is city 4 out of 10. Hopefully, I could find Detroit, but it's looking a little more cloudier, unfortunately. So no Detroit found, but I did eventually find out how to use this. I just didn't pull hard enough because earlier I thought I was actually going to break it if I pulled more. But yeah, you actually have to just pull it harder. It was very unstable though, so I didn't use it. But more importantly, I found London, Ontario. You could see how close it is to Lake Erie. I compared that to the maps and to the air, and this is definitely London, Ontario as well, because you could see that river at the top of the video. It is in the south of the city, and it is exactly how it looks like on the maps from real life in the air. So that is city 5 out of 10. Halfway done already. Here I got a Sprite for free with the cup, and I did finally use a mic, and let's hear the Sprite opening. I was thinking of using a mic for this video, but the quality ended up being bad because of all the noise from the background, and just it wasn't sounding good, so I decided to just stick to what I always did. But time for the usual bathroom tour. It's really nothing special. It's just a normal bathroom. It's tall, and it's just good enough if you want to just get your business done and get out and go back. It's not gonna be special at all. And that's the same Turkish Airlines you guys saw a few seconds ago. It is starting to get dark here, about right over Toronto, I think. And now the search continues for our 6th city, and hopefully that will be Toronto. The problem is, you can see we are right over Toronto, and I am facing south, and I just cannot see it. Right now, all I see is the lake, but we are right over Toronto, I know that, but I just cannot see it. But then here, I found it. City lights. Then I stumbled into a problem. This isn't really in the city limits of Toronto. This is just outside of Toronto, a few miles east. Right here, this is in between Ajax and Pickering, Ontario. Let's search up if they count as cities. Good news, Pickering, Ontario is a city. And then I was thinking, what if Ajax, Ontario is a city? Unfortunately, no, it's a town. But Pickering, Ontario, 6 out of 10. And now, it is 9 p.m. at Chicago time. So we've been in the air for about 2 hours, 11 p.m. over Quebec, and now it is time for the main course meal. Here we have some cold rice in this box. I am not sure if it's rice fully, but I don't know. But it looks like rice, and hopefully it's gonna taste good. And then here, hopefully it's like a dessert, and it is. It's a cheesecake, so hopefully that's going to be good. But first, I want to go to the main course meal before I eat that dessert. Alright, let's just open it, and here it is. It looks like some chicken, broccoli, carrots, and some rice. Everything is warm here. I ate the meal, and now time to eat the dessert. And we are making our way very close to the Atlantic Ocean. So now right now guys, we are in full dark mode and sleep mode for pretty much the rest of the flight, and yeah, so it's going to be pretty boring because I can't look out of the window, but I totally understand why they do this, because it's not going to be nighttime for a long time at all. It's going to be only nighttime for like about an hour or two, and then the sun's going to start rising up again.
1 hour later.
Here everybody, we got very hot food, cheese, eggs, and bread with orange juice. Very good, and have an hour and a half till we land. Well guys, after taking multiple hours off from the challenge as we were over the ocean, I do see a possible city, so let's see what city this exactly could be. And guys, after a long time of searching, I found the exact city. This is Thisted, Denmark. And let me tell you all the ways how I knew this was Thisted. First of all, this is northern Denmark, and we just flew in over Norway, so it has to be this area. That little peak over there, that matches up exactly to what I saw on the maps into real life. Then right here, the peak straight onto the bottom right of the screen, it matches perfectly up as well. And then here guys, it's identical as well, the harbor. But guys, all that research, all for nothing. Thisted is not a city. We move on. And now here guys, I'm starting to see multiple buildings here, but this is really difficult to know what exact city this is. I have no idea. Time to do some research and hopefully get something out of it. First of all, I already see some train tracks right there and some water at the end of the city, so that is going to be helpful. Let's just zoom in a little more here. Time to pull out the handy Google Maps. So we know Thisted is over there, and looking at the path, there's only like one city that stands out, and it's Aarhus. It has train tracks exactly like those, but this dock right there, that looks exactly the same. And then the dot goes farther on. This has to be Aarhus. And yes, guys, Aarhus, Denmark is in fact a city, and it's actually the second largest city in Denmark, but time is really running out. That is the 7th city we have found. We need 3 more, and we're already arriving in a few minutes. This is getting bad. Here I just want to say overall about Scandinavian Airlines, I had a very good flight experience. Unfortunately, I just could not sleep, but overall, if I would get that sleep, this flight would be one of the top flights I've ever had. This flight has been really good. The food has been great. It's actually been nice and warm. The seats have been comfortable. The choices of the movies are actually pretty good as well, and everything worked out on this flight. Now, I am going to be doing the ranking of the airline and overall flight out of 5 stars. Things I am going to be looking for is in-flight entertainment, comfortability, customer service, food, and pricing. In-flight entertainment, I'll give it a 3 out of 5. It was alright. I watched one movie. I made the best out of the in-flight entertainment. I usually just like to look at the map and everything, but this time I actually wanted to watch a movie, and it was okay. I made the best out of it. And for comfort, I'll give it a 4 out of 5. Obviously, it's not like first class. What can I expect? It's economy class. It was good enough. It had good length. And yeah, customer service, 5 out of 5 without a thought. And flight attendants kept on arriving to every single passenger, asking if we wanted anything to drink, any trash to be taken away, and it was just great. All I could say is for food, it was actually fantastic. I really enjoyed the breakfast part even more, so I'm going to give the food for 4 out of 5 stars with what I was kind of expecting, and I was really expecting this, and it was just a little better than what I was expecting, so it deserved 4 out of 5 stars. And then for pricing, it was about $725 per person, and that is pretty good pricing for this kind of flight and how prices have usually been going up throughout these years. But this really isn't bad, and the tickets were bought in around end of March, right after spring break, I'm pretty sure, and this was June 14th 2026 for the flight, and it was about 2 to 3 months beforehand. That was the best time to buy it, and we just booked it, and it was $725 per person. Before we go into the overall star ranking, we have Malmo, Sweden, which is a city, and that counts as 8 out of 10. Soon, hopefully we could find Copenhagen. Going back to the pricing, I'd give it a 4 out of 5 stars. So, that means that this flight got a total of 21 out of the 25 possible stars. And that is pretty impressive. For the next trip report video, I am going to have a star ranking for every single flight going onwards. I will be including previous trip reports that I did rank, and the ones that I did not rank, I am probably not going to include them onto the ranking, but I will decide. Next trip report will be in a few months, as I'm going to be in Europe for a few months now, and it's looking like I will not find the 2 other cities, so I'm probably going to need to do a punishment. On to the landing portion of the video. Well, guys, I don't think I saw Copenhagen in here. No matter what, either way, I still would have only had 9 out of 10 cities found. So I did fail the challenge, and I will reveal the punishment now. For the punishment, I will be in Poland trying to hike to the highest lake in Poland. I'm gonna be doing the punishment on a very hot day as well, to make the punishment even more difficult during literally the hottest heat wave in Poland in the month of June. So stay tuned to the next punishment video coming up in the next upcoming weeks, definitely. But I want to thank you guys for watching this trip report video. I haven't done one in a very long time, and I'm glad to be doing it. I mean, this is literally what the channel is about, mostly trip reports and aviation overall. So I'm very glad to be back doing this. So thank you guys for watching this video. Give it a like and subscribe to support this channel. So, bye.